The book The Human Machine Team reveals the identity of the Israeli Unit 8200 commander. The identity of the Israeli Unit 8200 commander is considered a closely guarded secret. He occupies one of the most sensitive roles in the army, leading one of the most powerful surveillance agencies in the world, akin to the U.S. National Security Agency. However, after spending more than 2 decades working in the shadows, The Guardian managed to uncover how the controversial intelligence chief, named Yossi Serial, left his identity exposed online. The embarrassing security breach was linked to a book he published on Amazon, which left a digital trace to a Google account created in his name, along with his personal ID card and links to account maps and files. The Guardian's report confirmed that Serial is the secret author of The Human Machine Team, a book presenting a radical vision of how artificial intelligence is changing the relationship between military personnel and machines. The book was published in 2021 under a pseudonym made up of the initials of his name, Colonel YS, providing a blueprint for advanced AI-operated systems that the Israeli Defense Forces pioneered during the 6-month war in Gaza. The electronic version of the book included an anonymous email address easily traceable back to Serial and his Google account when contacted by The Guardian. An Israeli army spokesperson stated that the email address was not Serial's personal address, but rather dedicated to issues related to the book itself. Later on Friday, the Israeli army described the book's revelation of Serial's personal details as a mistake in a statement to Israeli media, adding that the matter will be reviewed to prevent similar incidents in the future. This security lapse is likely to put more pressure on Serial, who is said to live and breathe intelligence, but whose tenure in managing the Electronic Intelligence Department of the Israeli Army has become controversial. Unit 8200, once highly respected inside and outside Israel for its intelligence capabilities rivaling those of the British government's GCHQ, reportedly built a wide-ranging surveillance apparatus to closely monitor Palestinian territories, according to The Guardian's report. However, it faced criticism for failing to anticipate and prevent Hamas from executing Operation Al-Aqsa of a flood on October 7 last year in southern Israel. Since the Hamas operation, Unit 8200 has been accused of technological arrogance at the expense of traditional intelligence gathering techniques. In its war in Gaza, the Israeli army seems to have fully embraced Serial's vision of the future, where military technology sets new boundaries, with artificial intelligence being used to accomplish increasingly complex tasks on the battlefield. Serial argued in his book published 3 years ago that his ideas about using machine learning to transform modern warfare should become dominant. He wrote, "We just have to take it and deliver it to the stage." One section of the book is titled Target Machine, which operates on artificial intelligence and closely resembles target recommendation systems now relied upon by the Israeli Defense Forces in their Gaza strikes. Over the past 6 months, the Israeli Defense Forces have deployed numerous AI-supported decision support systems, rapidly developed and improved by Unit 8200 under Serial's leadership. These include the Gospel and Lavender systems to target recommendation systems revealed in reports by the Israeli-Palestinian magazine and its Hebrew-language outlet Local Call, as well as The Guardian. The Israeli army states that its AI systems aim to assist human intelligence officers who are tasked with verifying that suspects among the military are legitimate targets under international law. An army spokesperson said they use different types of tools and methods, adding, "It is clear that there are tools available to benefit intelligence researchers that rely on artificial intelligence." Target Machine. On Wednesday, 2 messages from my site and Local Call shed light on the link between Unit 8200 and the book authored by Colonel YS in a mysterious manner. It is understood that Serial wrote the book with permission from the Israeli Army after spending a year as a visiting researcher at the National Defense University in Washington, D.C., where he raised the issue of using artificial intelligence to transform modern warfare. The book targets military leaders and high-level security officials, explaining the concept of human-machine collaboration that seeks to achieve synergy between humans and artificial intelligence, rather than building completely independent systems. It reflects Serial's ambition to become a thought leader, according to a former intelligence official. In the early 21st century, he was a leading member of a group of academically oriented spies, known as the Choir, which called for reforming Israeli intelligence practices. An Israeli news report indicates that by 2017, he was the intelligence chief in the Israeli Army Central Command. His subsequent promotion to Unit 8200 commander was seen as the military establishment's endorsement of his technological vision for the future. Serial in the book refers to the revolution that has taken place in recent years within the Israeli Defense Forces, which developed a new concept of intelligence-focused warfare to link intelligence to fighters in the field. He calls for moving forward and fully integrating intelligence and warfare, especially when conducting lethal targeting operations. In one chapter of the book, he presents a model of how to build an effective target machine relying on big data that the human mind cannot process. He said, the machine needs sufficient data regarding the battlefield, population, visual information, cellular data, social media communications, images, and mobile phone contacts. The more data and variety, the better. He said that this target machine will rely on complex models, making predictions based on many small and varied features, citing examples like people who are with a Hezbollah member in a WhatsApp group and people who get new mobile phones every day, a few months. Those who change their addresses frequently. He argues that using artificial intelligence to create potential military targets can be more efficient and avoids bottlenecks created by intelligence officials or soldiers. There is a human bottleneck regarding identifying new targets and making decisions to approve targets. There is also what resembles a bottleneck in how to process a large amount of data. Then there is the bottleneck in linking intelligence information to operations on the ground. A team of machines and investigators can open the bottleneck wide.